I love it, love it, love it.
Oh, we
Oh
are
my
live.
goodness. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm so sorry for the 23-minute delay. Technology is interesting. We'll just put it that way. So I want to thank Ella for helping me walk through a different technology today. Thank you so much. And we are here.
We are here. We made it.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm excited to be here with you all. This is video 5 in my series called How to Thrive, Not Just Survive During This Time. And real quick, I wanted to do these videos because I have met so many amazing people over the last 2 years. Actually, today, this very day marks my 2-year anniversary of quitting my corporate job. So, yay! So it's a very special day, actually. And I've met so many amazing people in Columbus and a little bit beyond that have they have expertise, services, and resources that I thought could really help us all during this time, staying at home and everything. So thank you, Ella, for your time here and your extra time getting us on the broadcast. I really appreciate it. And the reason I wanted to have Ella on is she does a lot of different things, but the one big one, I'll let her tell you more, is she has virtual birthday parties. So I'll let you tell her, you tell everybody more, but if you could introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I am Ella Glasgow, and the name of my company is Becoming Entertainment for a number of reasons, because I am a 20 plus year professional entertainer, and I'm also a business and life coach for creatives. And in this time, I had to find a way not just to create other income streams, but it was really about the fact that I had a son who he's not around. I have a son who turned 5 years old this year. And this was his first birthday party, like his first real birthday party with, friends that he actually knows who they are. And we were so excited about it. We had just passed out invitations the week before they started canceling school. And his little friend lost his birthday party the week that we passed out invitations. And I said, this is not cool, because these little kids don't know. They don't have an understanding as to why their super cool birthday parties are being canceled. Right. Or they're going to have to push them back, or whatever the parents were deciding to do. And me being the person that I am, I refused to tell my son that he wasn't going to have a birthday party. And I was like, by golly, we're going to have a way. Yeah. With the years of experience that I have on stage and working with kids, because I've worked with kids for years on the stage and in other creative settings, and I've emceed for years. I'm like, by golly, I can pull these skills together to create something that helps not just me, so that we could have my son have a real birthday party, but also help other parents, because I realize that it's so crazy right now. There's so much on our plate that it's easy for me to do it because I've been entertaining and putting stuff together for years. Mm-hmm. But for parents to have all of the other stuff that's been added, and we need you to plan activities for a party too.
Aren't you all super parents or something, right? Right?
So it was my way to help myself and my own son, but also to be able to help other mommies that you've got enough on your plate, so you can let me handle the planning for you. And that's basically what I do for the parents. So all you have to do is invite your friends and show up to party. I'll do everything else.
Yeah. So much fun. That's so much fun. And you can see that she's just a ball of energy. I always say Ella's just like this bright sunshine every day. Every time I see her at a meeting or whatever, she's just like, hi.
Thanks.
Yeah. And so I loved your story, how you did work for Disney for quite a while and everything. So you are really comfortable performing in front of people and everything.
It wasn't my first professional gig. It was, I guess you could say it was my second. My first professional gig was at Miracle Strip Amusement Park in Panama City, Florida. It's no longer there. But that was my first performing gig. And then my big one was when I went to Disney and I worked on Disney Cruise Line. It was my first big time job, and it gives me a unique perspective, not just for what it is that I do now performing, but it also gives me a unique perspective for business as well, because
Mhm. Oh,
Disney
yeah.
operates in a very different way.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, so I bring those
Right.
aspects with me, and I still actually MC an event at Disney every year that we're really hoping that we get to do this year. That we bring like 10,000 people into the park
Oh my
for an
God.
event every year. This is our 10th year.
My goodness. Wow. Hopefully it's like in the fall or something.
It's in the summer.
It's in the summer. It's still, who knows? I'm a,
We're hoping.
glass half full person. So
Yeah, it's with a bunch of kids. This is why we're really hoping, because it's dance kids. So we're really hoping that we can do it.
yeah, that's great. That's super. Well, good. Well, um, I know. Before we get to the parties, I really, since my kids are 23 and 26 and they're married, and so I don't have little kids in the household, so I'm not. I get, oh my gosh, I've seen the funniest videos of, parents doing these funny videos about what their everyday is like with, trying to homeschool kids and everything. And can you give parents any, like, maybe just so they know they're not in it alone, any tips or anything, like some of your struggles, but also some of the great things happening for you in that area?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I just got off a call with somebody right before I came on with you, talking about there's big challenges going on right now. It's not just the parents that are having to adjust, but kids are having to adjust
Yeah.
to schedules. We kind of talked about this morning when we were in H7, and excuse me, the fact that trying to meet with people right now is very, very different than trying to meet with people when we were all going to work in our everyday jobs. Because yes, my husband has a schedule, I have a schedule, my son has a schedule, but the difference is now all the schedules are merged into one, where they were literally separate entities before, and
Mhm.
now they're all on the same calendar, and trying to figure out how to really make all of that work is it can be challenging. And my coach, I saw her post something the other day. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. If this person who is running a multi-7-figure business is having issues and she has help, Lord Jesus, help us all. She has nannies and teachers and people, and she's still having trouble.
And she's still having trouble, right? That says something.
So,
Oh, great.
but the thing is, um, we I was talking about this with the woman I was on the call with before you, and she was saying, we were reminding me of something that I say all the time, that we have to give ourselves grace. Because, today, for instance, was a more challenging day because my husband has meetings today that he was not expecting to have. And so we had made a plan, right?
Mhm.
But as businesses try and figure out how to keep for the businesses that are keeping their employees working, even though they're working from home, they're trying to really navigate this as well. And their mindset is not always thinking about, well, now you have 15 schedules. Well, I had you for all day for 8 hours before. So don't I have you all day now? No.
Yeah, right. Realistically.
So, pop-up meetings happening at work are one thing, but now there are pop-up meetings happening at home. And that changed the dynamic of our day, because we had, little plans to be able to kind of trade off between him taking care of little man and me taking care of little man. And that kind of got blown out of the water.
Yeah.
And it's a challenge, but it's something that we can all work through. And I know that for myself, something that I am going to sit down and do this week, because even though I work primarily from home, it's changed because everybody is at home now.
Right.
And
Mhm.
and here comes a little one right now
We get to meet him.
with a rubbly face. What's that face?
I'm sad because I was playing on my Kindle.
Oh, it's so cute.
I had to turn off.
I'm sorry, was it out of juice?
Yeah.
It needs to be juiced up. So you can play in your office right now.
No.
You want to sit right here with me?
I forget, what is his name?
I'm hungry again.
You're hungry again. Well, Daddy's downstairs closer to the kitchen than I am.
No, I'm
This is everyday life.
excited.
You can go get a snack downstairs in the kitchen. And then we whistle away. Can you hear the whistling?
Yeah, I did. It was so cute. What's his name again?
His name is Quinn.
Quinn.
So there's an example right there, you know.
Yeah.
It's so interesting because before this time I really kind of had I had conversations with other mommies about working from home and about the fact, you know, what do you think about your kids showing up in the middle of live videos? And I was trying to really be okay with it and saying that I was okay with it because it is real life. But honestly, I was struggling with it. But here we are in the middle of a situation where everybody, basically now nobody can be bougie about the fact that a little one shows up in your video, because there were people that were
I will not downstairs because he's in the bathroom.
oh hey. Okay. Okay, mommy is talking with Miss Lori right now. Can you close the door, please?
Oh,
Thank
so
you.
cute.
This door, not the laundry room door, silly goose.
I've seen it with like TV reporters and
Yeah.
things like you know, on national news and everything.
Yeah.
So,
But people had strong opinions about it.
I love it though. I think it's great. I think it shows how real life, you know, and how personal their parents, you know, and we, you know, so I think it's great. I think it's funny and heartwarming.
We make it work.
Yeah, exactly.
We do. And live life, by golly.
And don't sweat the small stuff.
We can't.
I'm telling you, I am learning, just a personal note, doing these live streams is stretching me. I mean, it's really out of my comfort zone. I'm doing it anyway. And when technology does not work, I freak out a little bit. So I'm learning just to roll with it. So thanks for your help again today.
You're welcome.
We're using StreamYard instead of another thing that was not working for me for some reason. It's worked before. So just roll with it, right?
Just roll with it. I'm not going to lie. There are days when technology doesn't work for me and I'm here all alone and I curse the screen.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Words fly out, you know.
That should not fly out. I love it. And it's so getting to the parties. I was so curious. How do you actually do a virtual birthday party? Like, who is the or where was the farthest party?
Where's the farthest party that I've done? So the family.
It's not that it matters, but it's
it can happen anywhere in the world. And this is a really fun example. So one of the last parties that I did, the family, the birthday boy was in Washington. And they were used to having large soirees. That's her thing. And obviously that couldn't happen now. So before they called me, they actually had called a mutual friend of ours to say, what should we do now that we've decided we're going to get on Zoom? Now what? And our mutual friend told her to call me. So she did. And what she said to me, she said, you know, my family was so excited when they got the invite for the virtual party because we're in 5 different time zones. So for her party, we had people from Australia, England, Pakistan, Singapore, and Washington.
Oh my goodness.
All in the same call.
Oh my gosh.
So we picked a time that worked for everybody and we made it work. And it doesn't matter where in the world you are. And that's the thing that I love about doing the virtual parties, is because even if you never even if you've in the past kind of subjected yourself saying, we'll just do something else with the grandparents later if they're not in the same town, like my grandparents were not,
Mhm.
like my son's grandparents are not. Now, because of this, you can really allow the rest of your family, extended family, friends that may be far away,
Right.
to be a part of the same party. And the difference between the difference between having the Zoom chat and me host it for you is that the party turns into a literal event. So I make it as close to what you would get at a real venue as you would in real life, because I don't want you to walk away with just like, we just sat around and we were like, hey.
Yeah, right. Put a hat on, say
Right.
hi. Yeah.
Right. So it's there from beginning to end. I take you through your own world. I create a world for you and your friends to enjoy and little people to walk around. Dude, I'm talking. Can we be a little more quiet? Thanks. So that's not nice. You can go in your office and make that noise, okay? He has an office.
Oh, he has his own office.
He has his own office. He's had his own office in the beginning. But he likes
Well,
my
of
office.
course.
But
So
anyway, the families can really experience a world that's created just for them. So for instance, that particular party was a superhero party, and I personalize it as much as I possibly can. The backdrop has the child's name on it so that we know that we're celebrating them. I make the backdrops for you so that
fun.
you know that it's your party. All of the games that I do for the party are themed for that particular party. And everything is, now I'm giving my secrets away. Everything is actually scripted because I'm an MC. And because I'm really adamant about things starting and ending on time. That's kind of one of the things that I'm known for with my MCing. We're gonna have fun, we're gonna caca, we're gonna kiki, and we're gonna end on time.
And we're gonna do it on time.
So
That's great.
And if there's anything, so one of the first parties that I did, if there's anything that you want to add into that, I will add that into for you. So one of the first parties I did, they wanted to have some prayer time at the end. They're in Honduras.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And so we add a little time for the parents to pray over the kids after the party was done.
That's amazing.
So if there's any special something, if there's something that you guys do traditionally, then you can talk with me and we can figure out how we make that work virtually. The other thing people have asked me about is if I deliver physical products to people. And that's something that I will probably consider later on. But right now, I don't deliver physical products simply because the mail is not, it's not to a place where it's predictable.
Right.
And I would hate to tell you that I'm going to deliver this package to you and the mail decides to get it to you.
What do I do?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Freak out.
I heard the freak out. Weird. So,
No.
instead of do that, everything that I deliver is delivered digitally. So any of the party favors, what I like to call party swag, excuse me, when you, hold me just a second. Little dude,
okay.
Daddy's calling you right now, and you need to go see Daddy. And close the door, please. Thank you. Close this door, please.
So cute.
Because Daddy's calling you. Thank you.
So cute.
All right.
I know. I stayed at home with my kids for, I think it was 12 years. And I remember we didn't have the internet, but getting on as soon as I got on the phone to call something, they were right there. Yeah.
Right in it. And the funny thing is that before I couldn't get him to come on camera to save his life. And now he's like,
what are you doing?
I'm like, go back to the day when you didn't want to be on camera. Go away.
Just like his mother. Right?
I don't know where he gets it from.
I have no idea.
But yeah, no, everything I deliver digitally. So that, and if there's something, for instance, the family in Honduras was letting me know, because everybody, regardless of where you are in the world, everybody is experiencing a different level of quarantine. And in Honduras, they were not able to go to the store. Some people didn't have ink, and so there are always ways. I will always find a way to make sure that, regardless of what happens, I will have a way to be able to make sure that you are able to enjoy the party on some level. And I will make it work for you.
Yeah.
Because I'm the problem solver. That's my job.
Yes, I know. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I think it's great. And isn't, necessity is the mother of invention, right? And we've seen that not only in our own businesses, but all, looking at, all over the world and in the United States, how companies have, stepped up, like breweries are making hand sanitizer and things like that. I'm like, this is amazing. I'm just like, wow, it's just amazing. So that's really cool. That's really cool. That's great. That's great. Do you have, I guess we're going to close out here. Do you have any last tips or comments for parents? And then we're going to ask you how can we get a hold of you?
Yeah. So one of the things that okay. Okay, but we're talking to the whole world right now. You can't let everybody know your toilet.
No.
I know. You need to go tell Daddy.
Oh,
Close the
so
door.
cute.
So I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh, tips for parents.
Yes. Anything.
There's also a dinosaur. There's a dinosaur. There's lots of things going on.
Yes.
When it comes to being on camera, and this is something that's new for everyone. Hold on just a second. Little dude.
Yeah. People are doing this for work, right?
Yes,
they're on Zoom calls
for work. So please just ignore the loud sounds that you're hearing behind me.
Yeah.
So when it comes to being on camera, it's new for a lot of people. And one of the things that you can do really easily is just make sure, when it comes to being able to be seen, this is for both parties and for work. If you want to have the best experience, then I would encourage you to make sure that the lights in your... Okay. Okay. Can you tell Daddy, please? Because Mommy is talking right now. Please close the door. Thank you. There's a whole other parent doing nothing. Why it's got to be me, Lord?
It's your mom.
All day.
We gotta laugh, don't we? Oh my gosh.
So we're gonna try this one more time.
Yes. Because this is really good advice.
When you are on camera, whether it be for a virtual birthday party or for work, turn the lights on in your house and make sure, practice before you get on camera, because one of the worst things that you can have happen, especially if you're doing a virtual birthday party with me, is for you to be dark and then we can't see you. And then, I take pictures, because I do actually give pictures for people as well. So when I have the photo booth done and I'm looking at the pictures, trying to figure out what we're gonna send to you, but you're dark.
Right. We can't see your beautiful face.
So what can you do? A, number one, turn all the lights on. A, number two, make sure that there's not light behind you. You see what happens when I put my light behind me?
Exactly. Yes.
That can be sunlight or, hey, dude.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's not walk around the light, please. So sunlight or any kind of light, put it to the front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So that your face can be seen.
Right.
And that gives you the best look. And then wherever you are in your house, if you feel like you're going to be embarrassed by what's behind you, then clean it up.
Well,
No.
I want to scare it.
Okay, he's gonna scare everybody.
Hi, Quinn.
That's really loud.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Oh my goodness.
Tell
It-
one joke, and then you have to
Knock,
go.
knock.
Who's there?
Apple.
Apple who?
Apple chicken tender.
we are in the apple chicken tender. This is apple chicken tenders are the response. Right?
No,
Okay.
apple chicken tender.
Okay. Can you go to Daddy? Thank
There you go. There you go.
I feel like I have to be in like Oz class.
All right. I do that with my clients. Breathe. Let's all breathe.
But here's the thing, like we were saying before, I know I'm not the only one that's going through this, that this is everyday life, and is as stressful as it can feel to, because on some level it can feel a little bit like an embarrassment, right? Because you're like, do you not have control of your kids? What's going on? But this is what's going down. They're having to adjust as
Right.
well, and your attention is being taken away from them. And when they're the age that my son is, if you have little ones, it doesn't matter how many times you try and explain it to them that they're going to have some time later. It's not their time right now. You're going to have happen. I know I'm not the only one that has happened. What we just saw happen today. You work through it. You work through it. And sometimes you have to work through it live.
For all to see. I think that's awesome. And I think the big thing is to not take yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
And that I'm preaching to the choir right here. Don't take yourself so seriously. Life is short. And, mine being in their 20s, my advice is, you guys, I know it's hard, but you're doing a great job. And just really, I know it's easy for me to say, but just enjoy every moment, because they're going to be seniors in high school soon, like one day, and then they're going to college. So, so just enjoy every minute. That's my advice.
Yes.
Just and laugh a lot.
It's very good advice.
And
now this is caught on camera, so I can go back and laugh about it later.
Exactly. Right. Right. And how can we contact you? What's the best way when we want to do a party?
Yeah. So if you are watching this today and you're just like, yes, I want a party right now, well, then you can give me a call.
Okay.
And the number is 614-568-3967. If you would like to speak with me further, maybe you're not sure if you want to call me just yet, that's okay. I promise I won't bite. You can go to my Facebook page and send me a message. And my Facebook page is Virtual Birthday Parties. But if you go on Facebook, if you put in facebook.com/online birthday parties, I probably should change that to virtual birthday parties. But anyway, go to /online birthday parties and you'll see virtual birthday parties for kids there. You can shoot me a message there. You can also go to the website, which is onlinebirthdayparties.com.
Awesome. That's easy.
Yeah.
Right? That's easy. Well, thank you so much, Ella. I appreciate your time and your extra time just trying to get this broadcast going. So
thank you for having me.
Goodness gracious. And I'm sure I'll see you in one of our virtual meetings this week.
Yes.
Okay?
You will.
All right. You have a great week. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
And bye, Quinn. Bye. I am ending it. This is when your computer freezes. I'm ending the broadcast. Oh my goodness.
We'll smile until we're not on camera anymore. Hi, everybody.
Exactly.